Today our topic is why Senecas on the shortness of life is a must-read. Life is short, but often we act as if we have all the time in the world. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, wrote a powerful essay called On the Shortness of Life, and it is a must-read for anyone who wants to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. In this essay, Seneca explains why so many people feel like life is too short, even though it is actually long enough if we use it wisely. He argues that the problem is not the amount of time we have, but how we waste it. Many people spend their lives chasing things that don't matter, like money, fame, or pleasure, and they forget to focus on what is truly important. Seneca's message is simple but profound. Life is long enough if we live it with purpose and intention. One of the key ideas On the Shortness of Life is that we waste too much time on things that don't matter. Seneca says that people often complain about how short life is, but they don't realize that they are the ones who are wasting it. He gives examples of how people spend years doing things that don't bring them real happiness or fulfillment. For example, some people spend their whole lives working for money, but they never take the time to enjoy life or spend time with their loved ones. Others waste their time on trivial things like gossip, entertainment, or chasing after fame. Seneca says that these people are like sailors who are lost at sea. They are always moving, but they never reach their destination. They are so busy with distractions that they forget to live. Seneca also talks about how people often postpone living. He says that many people act as if they have all the time in the world, so they keep putting off the things that really matter. They say, "I'll start living when I retire," or "I'll spend time with my family when I have more money," or "I'll pursue my dreams later." But Seneca warns that this is a dangerous way to think. Life is unpredictable, and we never know how much time we have left. If we keep postponing the things that matter, we might run out of time before we ever get the chance to do them. Seneca says that we should live each day as if it could be our last, because one day it will be. Another important idea in Seneca's essay is that we should focus on what is within our control. The Stoics believe that we can't control everything in life, but we can control how we respond to it. Seneca says that many people waste their time worrying about things they can't change, like the weather, other people's opinions, or the past. Instead of focusing on these things, we should focus on what we can control, like our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes. By doing this, we can live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Seneca says that the key to happiness is not to have everything we want, but to want what we have. If we can learn to be content with what we have and focus on what really matters, we will find that life is long enough. Seneca also emphasizes the importance of using our time wisely. He says that time is the most valuable resource we have, but we often treat it as if it is worthless. We waste time on things that don't matter, and we forget to invest it in the things that do. Seneca says that we should treat time as if it is money. We should spend it carefully and invest it in things that will bring us lasting happiness. For example, instead of spending hours watching TV or scrolling through social media, we could spend that time reading a good book, learning a new skill, or spending time with loved ones. Seneca says that the way we spend our time shows what we truly value. If we want to live a meaningful life, we need to make sure that we are spending our time on things that really matter. Another key lesson from On the Shortness of Life is that we should learn to appreciate the present moment. Seneca says that many people are so focused on the future or the past that they forget to live in the present. They spend their lives waiting for something to happen, waiting for the weekend, waiting for a promotion, waiting for retirement. They never take the time to enjoy the moment they are in. Seneca says that this is a mistake. The present moment is all we have, and we should make the most of it. He says that we should learn to appreciate the small things in life, like a beautiful sunset, a good conversation, or a moment of peace. By living in the present, we can find joy and fulfillment in every day. Seneca also talks about the importance of self-reflection. He says that many people live their lives on autopilot, without ever stopping to think about what they are doing or why they are doing it. They go through the motions, but they don't take the time to reflect on their lives and make sure they are living in alignment with their values. Seneca says that self-reflection is essential if we want to live a meaningful life. He recommends setting aside time each day to think about how we are spending our time and whether we are living in accordance with our values. By doing this, we can make sure that we are not wasting our lives on things that don't matter. Finally, Seneca reminds us that life is a gift, and we should not take it for granted. He says that many people act as if life will last forever, but the truth is that it is fragile and fleeting. We never know when our time will run out, so we should make the most of every moment. Seneca says that we should live each day as if it is a gift, and we should be grateful for the time we have. By doing this, we can find meaning and purpose in even the smallest moments of life. In conclusion, Senecas on the Shortness of Life is a must-read, because it reminds us of the importance of living with intention and purpose. Life is short, but it is long enough if we use it wisely. We should focus on what really matters, avoid distractions, and make the most of every moment. We should learn to appreciate the present, focus on what is within our control, and live each day as if it could be our last. By following Seneca's advice, we can live a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and free from regret. So, if you want to make the most of your life, I highly recommend reading Senecas on the Shortness of Life. It is a timeless reminder that life is what we make of it, and we should not waste a single moment.